Hello, welcome to another edition of The Father's Heart, and today we're talking about heartache in a boy's life. And this is about me, but I'm sure a lot of other people can relate to it. And I talk about a lot of sensitive subjects on my web show because I feel they need to be addressed. And I feel that not only do we need to deal with the spiritual issues, but we need to deal with reality. So on my web show, I deal with reality and real issues that people face every single day. And today we want to talk about heartache in a boy's life. And now we know that when we're children, there are certain things that happen, and not only do they damage us spiritually, but they damage us emotionally and psychologically. And so I'm going to go to Luke 4:18, and we're going to apply practical things with scriptural things, because I think it's important that you apply not only apply spiritual things, but you also apply practical things. So we're going to go to Luke 4:18. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering sight to the blind." And we're going to focus on, He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted. So we're going to be talking about heartache in a boy's life and healing. And there's something about when things happen in young people's lives, it damages them, and it shapes a lot of things that they believe and a lot of things that happens later on in life. And I know for me, not having a father, it damaged me, and a part of my life was missing, which is why part of me led to homosexuality. Okay, so number one, it creates confusion, because if a child has experienced heartache, not just like your physical heart, but spiritually, emotionally, that's the part of you that's broken, and only God can heal that part, because no man can heal that part. Only God can do that, because it's emotional, it's psychological, it's spiritual. And so, second part, it scrambles with your identity. If you're 6 or 7 and your father walks out, that messes with your identity. It messes with who you are, because number one, a father gives his son his identity, who he is. And a part of him is missing, so he really doesn't really know who he is. And third, it creates unmet needs. And fourth, it breaks his spirit. Now, when a person's spirit is broken, it causes them to do all kinds of crazy things. But I think the thing about that is that God can come in and heal that part of you. But when your spirit is broken, your spirit is broken. And only God can come in and change that part of you. Now, talking about heartache in a boy's life, now we know from the age of 1 up to probably about 7, those things that happen can shape a person's life. And so I think during those years, it's very important that positive things are instilled. But if heartache happens, it shapes a lot of things in your life, and it creates heartache. And I'm gonna go to my next point. There's something special about a father and son relationship, and when you don't have that, it causes this void in your life that can only be filled by either a male role model. Not just that, first of all, by God, because He is your father. He's the one that created you. But it's important that you have that male father in your life, because there's that void in your life. There's a place for a father in a boy's life that shapes him into a man. And I think that's so crucial, because that's the person that you look to for guidance. But without that guidance, it's kind of like you're going down this road and you don't really know where you're going. Why does a father give his son his identity? There are pieces of himself that are in his father, spiritually and just naturally, traits or whatever. And that's my first part of what happens in a boy's life with heartache. And I'm gonna be making another video on part 2. And you just guys keep in touch. I have a website. It's called www.throughtheeyesofalittleboy, and it talks about men who grew up without fathers and how homosexuality relates to that. And I just want you guys to keep watching, and peace out.